こんばんは。フォレックス TV ニューヨークのレミです。7月9日水曜日の為替レポート、ニューヨークレビューをお伝えします。9日のアメリカ株式市場は急反落しました。ダウ工業株30週平均は前日比236ドル77セント安の 11,147 ドル44セント、ナスダック総合株価指数は 59.55 ポイント安の 2234.89 で終えた。ダウ平均は2006年8月以来約1年11ヶ月ぶりの安値をつけました。ニューヨーク外国為替市場で円相場は反発しました。イランの革命防衛隊が演習で長距離ミサイルを発射したと伝わり、ドル売りが優勢となりました。ドル円は前日比75銭円高ドル安の106円70銭から80銭で取引を終えた。米株価の急反落を受け、円買いユーロ売りが優勢となりました。ユーロ円は前日比40銭円高ユーロ安の168円ちょうどから168円10銭で取引を終えた。それでは ONDF フューチャーズ&オプションズのデイレク・フライさんとのインタビューをご覧ください。
Now, the U.S. dollar is being pressured by geopolitical tensions. We're heading into the close of the New York session with the dollar at the lower range of session lows against the euro, yen, and cable. So let's start out with euro dollar. The pair is range-bound with no break expected, and in the aftermath of the ECB rate decision, the pair has not retested new highs. But what is your near-term strategy for euro dollar?
Okay, of course, BOE is doing their interest rate decision, I believe, tomorrow morning. So that's not that anyone, I think, expects them to do anything. But of course, as has been the case with all the other rate decisions in the recent past, it's not so much what they do, it's what they say. And as you mentioned, the euro has been very much still range-bound, unable to even really put in a decisive test of the recent highs or the recent lows, for that matter. But frankly, on the back of the BOE decision, we see a higher probability of running back up and testing at least the 158 level, possibly as high as 159. We see that as a more probable event than running down and testing the lower end of the range first. So our strategy is to basically, we're going to basically remain flat, frankly, over the night here. And ahead of or immediately after the report, depending on if we get a spike in anticipation of the announcement or on the backside of the announcement, we would be looking to buy any dips and catch a potential run up, assuming things ultimately begin to go that way. But it would be a very short-term and short-lived trade, because by no stretch of the imagination do we expect it to break out above 160, certainly not, but even 159 would be a pretty difficult barrier for it to get through, again, because I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that both FOMC and ECB are going to sit on their hands for the remainder of the summer. I personally feel more than likely the remainder of the year. So there's little, if any, fundamental impetus or catalyst that would break us out of the already well-established range. So we continue to expect to see it just tag basically back and forth between 58 and 54. We would look for that range to begin to consolidate over the remainder of the summer in anticipation of a breakout of the range. And frankly, we feel that if a breakout comes, or when it comes, I should say, it would be more than likely to the downside of the range, in other words, breaking below prior support levels. But again, we're not looking for that kind of an event to happen anytime in the immediate future. I'm kind of looking forward into the third quarter at the earliest for something like that. But so anyway, again, our strategy for the immediate 24, 36 hours is try to, like I said, try to buy some dips here, catch the final run up to test these highs, and then reverse and continue to just trade the range. The range has served us very well for the better part of this entire year. Certainly the second quarter, it's been great. So we expect kind of more of the same for the time being.
以上、OND フューチャーズ&オプションズのデリック・フライさんとのインタビューでした。フォーレックス TV ニューヨークのレミがお伝えしました。最新の為替情報についてはフォーレックス TV ジャパンをご覧ください。